Here we have question number 35. So it states that 2 times cosecant square of x plus 3 times cosecant of x minus 2 is equal to 0. First thing I would do is, again, say cosecant of x is equal to z, so 2z squared plus 3z minus 2 is equal to 0. Look for two values that have a product of -4 and a sum of 3, right? So in this case, we're looking at something like 4 and -1. So we have 2z squared plus 4z minus z minus 2 is equal to 0. So we factor the 2z, right? Within the parentheses, we're left with z plus 2 minus 1 times z plus 2 is equal to 0. So we have something like 2z minus 1 times z plus 2. We know that cosecant of x was z, so we're really saying that 2 times cosecant of x minus 1 times, obviously z here is cosecant of x again, so cosecant of x plus 2, that is equal to 0. So this is what we have over here, right? After factoring everything out, we know that this equation over here is 2 times cosecant of x minus 1, and we have times cosecant of x plus 2, that is giving us 0, right? So we have that for question number 35. Now we want to set each factor to 0, and so we do that, we see that cosecant of x, right, is equal to 1/2. Similarly, cosecant of x is equal to -2, right? Now you want to think of sine of x again, because it's reciprocal, right? So sine of x, you can say here that sine of x therefore must be +2, and here sine of x must be -1/2, right? So you have these two different equations over here. Now, can sine of x be equal to +2? As we know, it cannot, because again, the restriction or the possible values that we can get range from -1 to +1 inclusive, but not +2. So we don't get any value from here. And then looking at this, sine of x is equal to -1/2. Well, we do have values in quadrants 3 and 4. And we know our reference angle for getting sine of x is equal to 1/2, right? That reference angle is x is equal to pi/6. Right, and we're looking at quadrants 3 and 4. So for pi/6, right, looking at quadrants 3 and 4, we know one must be 7 pi/6, and then the other one must be 6 times 2, 12 minus 1, that is 11 pi/6. So here our answer to question number 35, the two solutions that we have are x is equal to 7 pi/6, comma 11 pi/6. So thanks for watching.